Hey guys, I'm in the gym and I actually thought this would be the best place for me to talk about my new video. I should be looking here. My new video, which is about how to lose baby weight, because I get so many questions on this, i.e. I'm in the gym, so it's a really big part of it, but there is more to it and I'm going to break it down right now about what's important in the losing baby weight journey. So check this out. Hey guys, and welcome back to Claudia's Corner. I'm so happy to have you here today. I'm filming in the gym because this video is all about how to lose baby weight. Do you know what's so mad? I get asked this question so much. The first answer is Jesus, because it's the hardest thing ever. It's actually really hard. First point though, I want to make for everyone. Every single woman that has grown, carried a child and delivered in any way, shape or form, you have done literally a miracle and you need to take it easy on yourself. Second point is, I would not advise anyone to go hard in the gym literally the day after the baby's come out. Like, your body needs time to repair, to suck it all back in, to do what it does before you can fully get into like your HIIT routine and your circuits and so on. So I would say just take it easy, look after yourself, return back to your normal weight and then hit the gym. All right, so one point is you have to eat well. Eating well is key. So if you're a breastfeeding mum, you actually have to eat the right sort of food to make sure your child gets the right stuff. You want to be eating veg and fruit, and you want to have the right amount of protein and so on, so that you can pass on all the nutritional goodness to your babies. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, but I do know what you take in impacts your child and their growth. For example, I know, and I think I've spoken about this before, dairy does not go well with my kids. Like, it's just not great. They're not allergic, but there's what's the other word? A reaction to it. They're not allergic, but it affects them. And so because of that, I do not take dairy. Yes, I do not eat dairy because Malaya drinks it in my breast milk and she breaks out in rashes and she throws up and she doesn't sleep well. Like, it affects everything. So I have to have that all in mind whilst I'm trying to eat healthy and eat well. Unfortunately, milk, cheese, all that goodness is almost in everything, but you can definitely find your ways around it. So when people say like handful of rice, loads of veg on your plate, have some chicken or meat or whatever, it can be just as delicious. Just let's go. Okay, another thing to realize is that your body has probably changed. Like, if you're a normal person with a normal body, your body has changed. You've just grown a whole human and then now it's removed from your body. So you have more stretchy skin, you have stretch marks. If you're like me, you're gonna have a C-section line. You're gonna have it all. And it's just something that, it's a journey that you have to now learn to love and embrace your body. And easier said than done. I'm still on this journey and I'm almost 5 years in it, but you have to learn to love it. Love the fact that it created your beautiful babies for you. Love the fact that it's something new and just learn to grow with it, because at the end of the day, you've only got one body, so you have to love it. Okay, so another thing is you have to stay active. Before I got knocked up, I was trying to work out, I would say 5 times a week, and that included walking. I'm not talking about HIIT and circuits and Blaze and whatever, F45. I'm just talking about get your body moving every single day. So once the baby comes out and you've had your rest and you feel like, actually, I'm ready to start, moving again, do a Zumba class, do swimming, do more walking, pick up an activity that you know you can do and you can stick to at least 3 times a week, and you'll feel so much better. You'll feel energized and replenished. Sitting on the sofa and eating biscuits and watching Netflix all day, every day is not going to help you lose that baby weight. You actually need to get moving, get out there. I've seen mums with buggy do the park run, the 5K run on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. And that is, to me, amazing. I personally wouldn't do it, but it gets you moving. Don't use your baby as an excuse to not be moving. Also, what lockdown showed us is that home workouts are actually the way forward. We all love the gym. I love the weights, that's why I use the gym. But home workouts work. They're just as effective. Put on a YouTube video, it's free. Start moving your body, do a little workout, and you'll feel the impact, and you'll feel so much better by the end of it. So I say definitely get your body moving. Okay, so you've probably heard of a calorie deficit. If you don't know what that means, have a quick Google. But basically, you need to lose more weight than you put on. Some, like basic quick maths, you need to lose more weight than you put on. So what you eat, whatever that calorie amount is, you need to make sure you burn that in the day. You need to burn more than that in your day. And so it's really important to look at what you actually consume. The thing is, like I said earlier, once you've had a baby, what you eat, you kind of need to feed your child. But if you are very conscious of that, and you know that you've had a good, healthy, hearty meal, then feel free to exercise, and you will obviously still have enough milk to give to your child. So just definitely be conscious of what you're consuming. You can't have KFC and McDonald's every day. That's not going to help you reach your goal. You want to have more salad bowls. You want to have a more healthy, balanced diet. Do the salmon with the veg and a little bit of rice, or sweet potato instead of normal potato, brown pasta, brown rice instead of white. Think of things like that that will help you get the right foods you need in, the right calories, but then also you don't feel like you're missing out on all the good stuff. There's so much good food out there, and it has to be a lifestyle more than just I'm gonna do it for 2 weeks, because you want to feel good in yourself. You want to feel like there's an actual long-lasting change, and it's these things that contribute to that feeling. Now, I live by this. I think it's just amazing. Whoever's tried it before will definitely know what I'm talking about. But intermittent fasting, game changing. So I'm just gonna break it down. Intermittent fasting is when you only eat for 8 hours out of your day, and the rest of the time you don't eat. So you can do more research on it. There's a lot more scientific facts behind it, reason why, the impact it has. I'm not going to give you that. I'm just going to say it works. It works. And I feel like no matter what body type you are, no matter what weight you are, what size you are, I feel like everyone I've come across that has done intermittent fasting has felt the benefits of it. So you pick the hours in the day that you're going to eat. I tend to do 11 till 7 because then it allows me to have lunch and dinner, or 12 till 8, which is kind of similar, and then I don't feel like I'm starving. I'm someone that actually can skip breakfast. I wouldn't advise that in general, but if you just need a kickstart in getting your body used to eating a bit less, then intermittent fasting will most likely work for you. And then in those hours you eat your lunch and your dinner, drink as much as you want, and have your snack, and then I guess it's glamorized skipping a meal, but what you want to do is those portions that you eat, they're sensible portions. You're not overeating in that time, and what you have on your plate is good food. So don't just be like, oh, now I can have a feast of McDonald's. That's not really going to get you where you want to be. So I would say research intermittent fasting, see how it can work for you, implement it into your lifestyle, but do it only, I would say, once you're comfortable with mum and baby life, you've got a balance, you've got a routine, and it will work out. The key thing I want to say is make sure that you are looking after yourself. Like, you've just had a baby and it's actually a lot on your body, that alone. So you want to make sure that you are putting yourself first, that you're not starving yourself just so that you can look like these fake Instagram people. It's not real. Weight also fluctuates, so you could lose 4 pounds one day and gain it right back over the next 2. And I think you just need to be easy on yourself. You're also raising a whole human being, so don't just think, I'm gonna lose my 2 stone and that's it. It's a journey. And also, if you want to keep the weight off, it's actually safer to do it gradually in a healthy way than to lose it drastically and then put it straight back on. So be conscious of these things, love yourself, keep it in mind, but you will lose that baby weight. The bottom line is you will lose. Now, there's a little myth, or is it truth, that breastfeeding helps you lose weight. I think it does at first, but I think it stops very quickly. So I would say probably the first few days, it definitely does. You can also feel your uterus contracting in and all those things happen. But I think it's not your long-term resolution. Every woman's body is different, and so I cannot speak for all women. There's probably a lot more research into this, but breastfeeding, you actually lose calories naturally from that, and so that's why you feel like you're always thirsty, or you want to eat more, you're always hungry. Breastfeeding actually makes you really hungry, and so there's that thing that you also have to control, which is that breastfeeding hunger. Whereas you want to lose weight, you don't want to put it on, but don't worry, because the baby takes it all. And that's why you just have to take it in your stride and test out over the weeks what works best for you, because for the first few months the breast milk could allow you to drop your weight quickly, but then afterwards your body could just regulate again, and then you'll be putting on weight like nobody's business, which actually happened to me with Sienna. I lost so much weight straight away, and then literally by the time she was 6 months, I was like, I definitely put on like 2-3 stone. Like, it wasn't small. I put the stones on. And so it was only when I look at a picture of myself and I'm like, how did you end up looking like that? Because I wasn't thinking of anything other than survival. But then on top of it, I wasn't watching what I was eating. My body was constantly telling me I was hungry. And naturally, when you feel that way, you eat. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, you're piling on the pounds, love. And that was not the goal. The goal is not to lose myself. I want to still kind of feel like myself and be myself. But you do have to be very conscious about that and very focused on that journey. And so that's why the second time around, I got a PT, because I was not messing with that. I love food way too much. And I was like, girl, no, that's not gonna be you again. So I hope that video helped. I hope you got some nice points from that. Let me know if you have any questions. Also, like, I'm all about like workouts and things that are enjoyable in terms of losing weight, which are like dance classes, Zumba, swimming. I love a class called Blaze. Like, it's so intense, I'm sweating by the end of it, but I think it's so good. And I think if you've got anything good like that, please share, please comment, let everyone know. But together we're gonna lose this baby weight and we're gonna look good.